Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the shop. So, we obviously failed on the daily videos for the month of October, but that's not going to stop us from moving forward. So, here we go. So, obviously, this week, not a lot, really nothing happened in the shop. This thing is still on my bench, hasn't made its way to my house. Nothing's happened in here, and we have been on site all week. My plan was to continue with the daily videos this week, show our install process and all that. And Monday, when we got to the job site, things just got complicated. Not that the install got complicated or anything like that, but clients were there, other contractors were there, people coming in and out, just not ideal for filming. And so I did try and set up the camera and get some shots and stuff like that, but about halfway through the day Monday, I just realized, okay, this really isn't going to work. I need to focus on getting the project installed for my client. As much as I want to make a video of this, it just wasn't really going to work. So, and this has happened before on projects in the past where I had planned on filming the install and getting detailed shots and stuff, and it just didn't, because of kind of the same thing. It's difficult to be on site and film with other people around, not because I'm afraid of like filming in front of other people, just because other contractors are there and I don't want to be in their way, slowing them down. And like it was just, and I'm moving slower because I'm filming. So like with the clients there especially, it's like they're paying me to be doing this. And so, yeah, it just didn't really work. So we're going to go over to the job site, and on Friday we did a walkthrough, show you the progress we made, and we'll talk about that. And then, yeah, that way you can at least see the job and see where it's at. We're almost done with the install. There are still a few odds and ends and stuff like that. And then we'll come back here and we'll chat a little bit. So here we go. Let's go over to the job site and see what we got done this week. Starting right here, we got this little bar area. So there's no stairs put in yet, but there's going to be a staircase coming down over here. We had this all laid out, so no, these are not going to be in the way of the stairs. But yeah, just a little bar. There's going to be a little fridge here. We're going to have some floating shelves up here with some lighting in them. And this will just be like their little bar unit. We've got some of these blind corner units in here just to access kind of storage in the back. So that's kind of cool. So then moving over here, behind you is kind of the living room. It's just a mess right now, but there's no cabinetry out there, but this is obviously a nice big open space. And so, yeah, into the kitchen. So we have an upper cabinet that's going here, which we're going to kind of build on site just so we need to cover up obviously all this stuff for the garage door, and needs to have access to it as well. So that's going to kind of get built on site. The doors and stuff are built for it, but yeah. So the countertop here, this is this is obviously a garage door. Will open up. The countertop's going to carry through outside to their patio area out there, which is pretty sweet. And then the kitchen here, we got this custom paper towel drawer. So you have paper towels will mount here, and then you can store some back here. Sink, dishwasher here. We've got another one of these blind corners over here. I really like these for, corner cabinets. Range and hood will go here. We've got another upper cabinet to go in over here, and then some more floating shelves right here with lighting in the bottom. So the fridge cabinet, we'll talk about this thing for a second and how I installed these. So some of this stuff did not get finished yet. So like the end panels on this, the finishers they're gonna finish these in place. But this thing is solid, and the way I like to do these is with these ribs on the back. So this is built in 3 pieces, the 2 end panels and then the cabinet. And yeah, these get mounted to the studs and then pocket hold into these panels to pull it all tight. And when I screw these in, I shim I put some shims in the back here, and I leave the screws going into the studs loose. So then I screw these in, and then when I pull the shim out and screw this into the stud, it kind of sucks this back to the wall, which is nice. So then my scribe over here is nice and tight up against the wall. And then when the cabinet goes up, and that all gets screwed in to the panels and then to the wall as well. You can see we've got blocking back here. It's all secured to the wall. I mean, these things are solid. So that's how I like to do those. So then moving into the pantry. Now the pantries, there's almost more cabinets in the pantry than there is in the kitchen. So this is gonna get one of those big barn doors for all those doors that we just made. Those are for this house. And they're all getting the same finish as all the cabinets got. But yeah, so the pantry, there's a ton of cabinet space in here, giant uppers, a ton of drawers here. We've got another blind corner unit in here as well with the trays. Over here, we've got a couple pullouts. One of these have trash cans. One of them is just gonna be a little trash can. The other one's for dog food. This is getting like a tiny little microwave. It's not a built-in microwave or anything. It's just, she has a little microwave she's gonna throw in there. We have a sink cabinet that we still have to install here. We had to modify it a little bit because plumbing issues. So we're gonna go back to the shop and do that today. And then around the corner here, there's a giant fridge freezer going in with some cool pull-out things that we're building on the left and right of it with upper cabinets above. So this stuff will go in next week. All right, and then on the island, I didn't show this either. So we have we got a double trash pull-out here, and then on the island we have a double trash and recycle bin as well, and then drawers above. I do put a full partition, or not partition, I put a full piece of plywood in between the drawer and the trash pull out, just so like the smell and whatever from the garbage is not getting up into the drawer. And then on this side of the island, we just have a bunch of giant drawers. These will be for pots and pans and, you know, that sort of thing. And so the way I like to do my islands, we obviously set the cabinets on top of a ladder style toe kick. That's all screwed and construction adhesive to the floor. So the island is solid, like this thing is not going anywhere. The cabinets are all screwed to the base. Our end panels, we scribe them to the floor. I like them to go all the way down. And then on all our cabinets, unless called out for different in design, but like we run our end panels all the way to the floor, and then underneath we still have to put our toe kick in, just our toe kick piece to cover up, obviously to cover up the plywood and close everything off. And then as well on all of our other lower cabinets. So that's just another thing we have to do next week, is get all the toe kick skins in, and then these will be all set. And then so upstairs, obviously the stairs are not in yet. There is one vanity up there that we're not going to go up and show you. It's just kind of just like the master vanity, which we'll show you in a second. So there's that upstairs, and then in here we've got a little powder bath. You can come check this little vanity out. So same thing, we still have to put that filler in on the left. It's kind of dark in there, so you can't really see it. All right, so then this is the master bath. We've got giant shower over here that is getting done, but then here's the master vanity. We also have 2 medicine cabinets that are going on the wall, and they're gonna have mirror glass doors. We didn't put those up yet because the electrician is coming to move outlets, so there's 2 outlets in the actual cabinets, and then we'll mount those. And then in here, which we haven't put any of it in, there's going to be a stackable washer and dryer, and we have the cabinets that go around that, and we'll get to that next week. Yeah, so that's really it. We made some good progress on this job this week. Next week we are going to we'll be here a little bit, but most of the week next week we're going to be in the shop building out a van, so that's going to be pretty sweet. So you'll definitely want to see those videos. All right, so that's the house, guys. am excited to do another walkthrough video once that job is complete, once all the doors are in, cabinets are completely finished, it's cleaned up in there. It's gonna be really cool. So I know that the install video is kind of a letdown. I know we've tried to do this in the past and it just hasn't worked. And install videos are honestly, I get requested to do install videos a lot because obviously everything we're doing is mostly in the shop. So, and I've ran into the same issue in the past. So I know there are on YouTube a bunch of like how to install a kitchen cabinets and stuff like that, but it's all like, you know, big box store cabinets. It's not like this style cabinetry where they're custom and you got to scribe panels and all that kind of stuff. So there will be a time where we get a good install video, I promise. But for now, this week, we're gonna get back to the videos. They're probably not gonna be every day because I have a lot going on this week. So obviously I said I was gonna do them for the whole month of October. And yeah, I did them for the first 2 weeks and then this happened and yeah, it's a lot to have to do one every day. So I'm gonna do them as many as I can for the rest of the month. And we have some really cool projects coming up and potentially some really exciting stuff. So we'll see. I can't get into any of that too much. This week we are gonna be building out a van, which is gonna be sick. Like that'll be a super fun build. And it's gonna be like a mobile office type deal. I think I mentioned this before, but yeah, if you guys have questions on the house, on the install, anything like that, I'll be happy to try and answer them as best I can. And yeah, thanks for hanging in there, and we'll see you this week with some more interesting content. And hopefully I'll get this desk out of here, maybe tomorrow because I'm gonna need it out of my way. So the Patreon is down below if you want to become a patron. The link for merch is down there. I just got some new hoodies in. I think the giveaway winners over on Instagram should have gotten their hoodies by now. We got hats and stuff like that, beanies. So that's a great way to support the channel. So yeah, if you want to support your boy, that's it. That's all I got. Peace.